Welcome to this tutorial. Today we will cover the implementation of the energy zone concept within Safety Systems Designer and the new housing view. The mandatory concept of energy zones for the Avanar panel 2000 and 8000 is driven by the new battery controller module, FPE 8000 BCM. An energy zone is a distinct isolated power domain within the Avanar panel. Every zone includes one FPE 8000 BCM, one UPS 2416, at least one pair of batteries, and at least one rail. The integrating of the energy zone concept into SSD simplifies power calculations for easier planning, enhances design quality, and automatically ensures your design complies with all rules for the energy concept. In the already existing tree view, you now see a new drop-down menu for battery controller module. You have two options. Energy zone with the FPE 8000 BCM is the default setting for new SSD projects with Avanar panels, or you can still choose the Type B module. When Energy Zone is selected, a new field Additional BCMs is available so that you can also add manually an additional FPE 8000 BCM. Now to the main visual update. On the SSD project page, you can open the new housing view, providing a visual representation of the physical arrangement of modules, housings, and energy zones. When FPE 8000 BCM is configured at panel level, the energy zones are shown in distinct alternating colors. If BCMB is configured at panel level, no energy zones will be displayed. BCMB is displayed with the icon you can see on screen. Hovering over a selected module shows its name as edited by the user. The module stays selected when switching back to tree view, making it quicker to see where it belongs and which energy zone it affects. The SSD software automatically distributes panel modules to the energy zones, ensuring that all mandatory placement rules from the energy zone concept are fulfilled. Let's explore what these rules are. The first rule concerns the battery controller module. The FPE 8000 BCM must always be placed in the first slot of each energy zone's rail. It's also important to remember that you can only have one BCM per energy zone. Other modules must be placed next to the BCM in a specific order. The software manages this for you. When your configuration requires more than one energy zone, the software ensures that modules are spread equally across all active zones. To achieve this, SSD first fills the available slots on the right side of the rail where the BCM is installed before populating other areas. Now let's talk about housings. Within a single energy zone, specific modules, as shown on screen, must be located in the same housing as the FPE 8000 BCM. You may encounter a specific situation where all configured modules could fit into a single energy zone based on power consumption, but you have distributed them across two different housings. If this happens, the software will display an error message. You will then be prompted to manually add additional BCMs under batteries parameters to validate the configuration. The manually added FPE 8000 BCM appears underlined in green. The assignment of panel controllers to energy zones is also automated. The main panel controller is always assigned to the first energy zone. If you have a redundant panel controller in your system, it will be automatically placed in the last energy zone. SSD also performs a validation of the standby current for each energy zone. This process checks if the battery charging capacity is sufficient for all connected modules. If a power deficit is detected, the software will attempt to resolve it by automatically adding BCMs. However, if the system cannot be balanced, for instance, if it requires more than 2 BCMs for an Avanar panel 2000, an overload error will be displayed, and you will need to adjust your configuration manually. In summary, the housing view gives you a clear picture of module placement and energy zones in SSD. The software also enforces the energy concept rules in the background for compliant and efficient design.